There's been so much in the news about hard hits and the NFL's reaction to it. What's your view of what's going on in that issue?
Hard hits are part of football. Illegal hits have never been a part of football, but they've always been there. If you can outlaw the illegal hits, fine. But you got to be careful you don't legislate hitting out of football. You know, football is an instinctive sport. When somebody hits somebody or tackles somebody, you don't stop and think, well, am I doing this the right way? Am I hitting him in the right spot? Am I hitting him below the chin, or am I hitting him above the waist, or what? You don't think of that. You react and you do it. So you're saying all of a sudden these guys are going to slow down in the process? I don't see how it's possible. Now, I understand if the hit's illegal and you suspend people without pay, that's going to get your attention. Now, that is really going to get your attention. $50,000 to some of these guys really means nothing. But when you suspend them without pay, not only does it hurt them, it hurts your football team, hurts your organization. And so that's a big hit to take. So in saying all that, I think guys will be a little more cautious. I hope it doesn't detract from the game, but I know they'll be more cautious.
But is it about fundamentals? I talked to one of your former players, Jim Morrissey. He said he thinks that you can stop. You can pull up at the last second.
You can do that, but they've been taught since they were a kid to take the guy out. Get the quarterback. Is there such a thing as form tackling in the NFL? No. Do they teach it in high school? Maybe a little bit. They teach in college, very little. They don't teach in pro at all. So whatever it is, you take the guy down any way you can get him down. And if a blow to the head is the best way to get him down, that's the way people have done it.
Will it still be football if they kind of soften up on it? You know?
I think it'll still be football. I think the league is going in the right direction. I think the suspension thing, but you got to be careful because referees aren't perfect. Officials aren't perfect. They make mistakes too. You talk about the other thing, the helmet's a weapon. It is a weapon. Now, whatever they want to say, I understand it's a necessity, but it's a weapon. When you compare that helmet today to the helmet I wore, you would laugh. The helmet we wore was a plastic with a little padding inside. Some of them had suspensions, but most of it was just padding inside with a single face mask or two bars, that's all. The helmet is a problem.
You went through 2 strikes as a coach.
Yeah.
You see the environment right now. How does it compare to what you saw back in '82 and '87? And do you think there'll be games missed next year?
There was a reason in '82 and '87. They were fighting for benefits. If they can't find a way to work this out, then I feel sorry for them on both sides, because I think you're going to lose fans over a period of time. When the fan decides not to come to the game, that's it. The game's over.
So do you think they'll settle it? Do you think they'll find a way to split
they don't
this
settle,
$9 million?
I'd be shocked if they don't find a way to settle. If they have a lockout or a shutdown, they're crazy. That's all I can tell you.
Do you think the settlement will involve an 18-game season? And where do you stand on that?
That has nothing to do with it. 18 games, what's going to happen? More injuries? Bigger roster? You know, it's going to be a wash. But why would you go to 18 games anyway? Only for one reason. Money. Money. How much money is enough? I mean, how much money is really enough? So if you're talking about the safety of the sport, would adding 2 more games make the sport any safer? I don't think so.